Even though I, and probably even most of you guys, are enjoying the Stunt DLC and all the stuff it brought, even the content creator for all these amazing creators to bring us new and awesome races every single day, we all want to know what's coming next, and we kind of already know that in the Biker DLC, but we don't really know what's in it. Well, in this video, there are a few things in GTA, like in the world of GTA, that may have given us some clues. We are actually in the Los Santos Customs up in Sandy Shores, and there are a few biker magazines or pictures that might give us some hints as to what we will see in the upcoming biker update. Now, a lot of the pictures and a lot of like the manuals or whatever you want to call them that are in this Los Santos Customs, they're for bikes that are already in the game. We have the Hexer here. This next one is the Western Bagger. We have another one that's the Demon, or the Daemon, however you want to pronounce it. But then we get to this picture, and not the one on the right, but I guess this would be the back cover of the Daemon. And there's a few interesting things to note about this picture, or about this back of this magazine or book. So the bike itself, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll even put up like another like version where it's not as bright, but on the front there, does it not look like a skull? And as we all know, there are no bikes in the game where you can put a skull on the front of it. Now, because of the low quality, it is hard to tell, what this bike is. Honestly, if we go ahead and compare it to a picture of the Hexer, it kind of looks similar. I mean, it's got the bar, like the bars are low, it's not high, the engine sort of is in a similar spot. Obviously, the Hexer doesn't have the skull, so maybe, and that'll lead to my next little point here, maybe we can get a biker mechanic or a biker garage where we can change and add a lot more details and features to the bikes we already have in the game. But whatever this bike is, whether it is the Hexer with some additional modifications, or if it's just a new bike, it's not in the game. We can't buy it, we can't see it, we can't purchase it, we can't drive it. Another poster, or I guess two posters, the bottom one you can't really see much, but the top one at least, it says Western up in the top left corner. And that is another bike that appears to not be in the game. I mean, it kind of looks like the Daemon, like the handlebars are high like it, but the Daemon doesn't actually have the back little seat option that you see pops up. And I'm pretty sure the Daemon doesn't have like the silver flames or whatever they are on like the tank. Again, maybe those might be like custom modifications that we can add, kind of like, how when the Sultan RS or the Sultan and the Banshee went to Benny's, they got a lot more options. Maybe these two bikes, it's the Daemon and the Hexer, but you bring them to the biker garage or the biker mechanic, and you have the option to add a bunch more stuff. And speaking of the biker mechanic or the biker garage, so if we take a look back at the back cover of the Daemon book, at the top of it, there is a picture of three guys. And the one in the middle, even though it's kind of hard to tell, he looks like Al Carter, which is actually an NPC that you interact with somewhat in GTA Online. From the wiki page of GTA, and maybe some of you guys didn't even know this, if the online player defeats the Lost in 5 gang attacks, Al Carter, the guy in the middle, the guy in the picture, will send a text to them saying that they will put you down, and afterwards Al Carter will issue a bounty on the player's head. Now, what's even more interesting about this Al Carter and why he might be the mechanic that I'm talking about is because, and this actually comes all the way back from 2013 when FunMW2 was digging through the game files, he found a bunch of contacts that were not used. And some of these, I don't think, still aren't used in GTA Online. But you can see the second one, biker mechanic, lost mechanic, and at the bottom it says, I guess the game files, car for character _MP _biker _mechanic. So it does have something to do with online just because of the MP. I would imagine that this biker DLC that they're working on is probably a combination of the Lowriders DLC as well as the CEO DLC. I think that'd be really awesome if in one DLC we got sort of a Benny's Garage for bikes and the addition to move drugs and do all the CEO mechanics while as a biker. All of that combined, I think would be a really well-received DLC. Also, and I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but considering this stuff, if this does eventually come true, considering this stuff was in the game in 2013, maybe this was always on Rockstar's board. Like, maybe they always had this as an idea that they planned on doing as a DLC. If that's the case and they had this idea in 2013, then who knows how many other ideas that they had, and in all these files and unreleased content or cut content that are in the game. Maybe they're not actually cut content. Maybe it's just stuff they're waiting on doing. I don't know. That is it with the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this stuff. Do you think the bikes are new bikes? Do you think they're bikes that maybe you bring them to the Al Carter guy and he, or you could put more features on them or more items? And what do you think about this stuff from 2013? Hope you guys enjoyed again. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. I'll be live streaming later on today, doing some awesome races with you guys, and maybe even the Mad Max car show that I'm talking about. So definitely go follow me on Twitter if you want to be notified about all that stuff. See you all in the next one. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.